It's the weekend, finally. I know that doesn't actually make sense for a YouTube video because time doesn't really exist, but it does when you're releasing YouTube videos. But anyhow, what can be a better way to start the weekend than a gin and tonic with the most quintessential bit of food you can have on a Friday here in Blighty, fish and chips, the Gousto way. For this recipe, we're going to need a lemon, 5 grand of chilies, 200 gram bassa fillets. Why does that remind me of that annoying guy out of Star Wars? Oh God, I'm having a flashback.
Oh, muy, I love you.
You almost got us killed. Are you brainless?
I speak.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent. Now get out of here.
2 carrots, 3 potatoes, peas, mayonnaise, and what is it called in panko breadcrumbs, which I'm assuming is in this bag hither. Come on! Yes! That was actually a little bit close to my finger then. This again is going to be an editing nightmare because I've done it all out of sequence. And apparently this is only going to take 25 minutes. So let's give this a go, shall we? I've already gone ahead and preheated the oven and done the whole cutting the potatoes into chip type things, covering them with a generous amount of vegetable oil. I'm not going to be putting them into the oven. They're going into the mighty air fryer. Pretty sure I've used too much oil there, but now with my limited knowledge, a lot of people say soak these in water to get rid of the starch, but the recipe doesn't say that, so we're not going to do that. And this isn't going to mess with the sound levels whatsoever, is it? Yeah, time for another drinky poos, I think. Next up, we have to chop the chilies finely, and then combine with the panko breadcrumbs. I haven't done the induction in thingy bit at the start, have I? Bollocks. With all that done, we add a generous drizzle of olive oil. Is that a generous drizzle? I do wish they would like give proper measurements and stuff like that. Then we combine until all the breadcrumbs are oily. It doesn't say that, it says coated in oil. Once that's done, we have to open up the fish and then pat it dry before placing it on a baking tray and then covering with this stuff. I'm guessing they're giving 1 child-sized portion and 1 adult portion. And it does say to pat it in with a spoon. Why is a spoon when you have man hands? Although I do have very small hands. Maybe should not admit that on YouTube. Well, I guess that'll do. Right, let's get the chips into the what's name then. Ah, yes. So I know when that gets down to 15, I can put my fish in. See? It's almost like I'm slightly learning how to cook a little bit. Let's get on with the mayonnaise type thing. And all this is half a lemon with mayo in a small bowl. Whilst I'm doing this, let me tell you a little bit about Gousto. First off, as you might guess, this is not sponsored. I mean, come on, I'm going to have a look at my stats and I can tell by the number of subscribers I have and the viewer retention, I am never going to get sponsored anytime soon. The reason I'm doing this is because I managed to get 60% off my first box and 30% off every other subsequent box. I live alone and to be honest with you, I do find it a bit of a hassle and a chore to cook. I don't enjoy it, I've never been good at it, and because I'm trying to lose a bit of weight after that there lockdown, I thought, well, let's give this a bit of a try. Now obviously, down below there are some affiliate links. Use them, don't use them, but if you do use them, you will also get a discount as well. And how much have I got to put in here? Is that cool? Oh, that'll do. Can't help but feeling I'm not doing this bit. Oh, it's gone all over the camera. Oh, this has not gone well. Yeah, don't take the seeds out, Mark. I mean, that'll be common sense, wouldn't it? The affiliate link is there if you want to do it. Also, maybe give me a like and a subscribe. Ooh, it does mean I've got more lemon for another gin and tonic. Cheers. Yeah, I've just found that I've cut my finger thanks to the power of lemon juice. Now I know there are other pre-prepared meal kits out there. There's HelloFresh, Simply Cook, and I'm going to give them a go. And if you have a book or a recipe or a kit or anything like that you'd like me to try, or in fact, if you've tried one yourself, do leave a comment down below, and I will reply because I don't have much to do in the evenings. Apart from cooking this stuff and recording videos, which means it takes twice as long for me to feed myself. I've already got a pot of water on the boil. The carrots have been cut into batons, sort of. All that's really left to do is wait a couple more minutes, have another gin and tonic, and then let everything cook. Whilst I'm clearing up, I'll just go over a few things I have noticed with the Gousto stuff. It is perilously close to going end of life or out of date or best before. I've had runner beans in a previous video. There is a link up there, hopefully. That looked, rancid almost. There was a cucumber I got in my last box that went off within a couple of days and it's not my fridge. So you do have to use it up rather quickly, which I guess is the entire point of all this. But a little bit longer on the shelf wouldn't have been too bad. But I guess that's the whole model, to sort of get you to go through it. So every week you're waiting for your next box to come through. Mustn't forget the all-important air fryer shake. There we go. I think they might take a little bit longer than 15 minutes. Don't be a lemon and waste your lemons. Get one of these from Amazon. Affiliate link down below. These are a great way, so your lemons don't go all manky and whatever in the fridge, because it forms a really nice seal around it. Very, very handy. Plus it looks kind of cute as well. Let's get the carrots going. The lack of background ambiance can only mean one thing. It's serving up time. There is a problem. I'm not entirely sure, but I might have accidentally turned the oven up to 150 for the last 5 minutes. And I didn't grease this. This could take a second or two. Why? Please! oh great. Yeah, that's fine. Just give me all the metal. Oh, bollocks. This has not gone well. I literally have no idea how I'm going to get that off there. Turns out if I had just waited a few minutes, they would have come out just like that. Trying to copy the picture as best I possibly can. Yeah, this has not gone well. My lighting sucks today. And there we have it, folks. Fish and chips, the Gousto way. Time for the reveal. Obviously, that's the picture. I don't know if you can tell because they look relatively the same. Yeah, maybe I should have cut the chips a bit smaller. And yeah, for the fish. But let's go for the taste test. Nice. The fish is very thin, but it does taste nice, what with the chives and the breadcrumbs. Again, what really makes it is the dip in the middle, which I'm sort of starting to find a pattern with the Gousto things. They give you one very strong ingredient to sort of give it the overall flavour. See, doesn't say anywhere about not being able to put them on tin foil. Or maybe that's the point. Oh well, lesson learned. I'm going to go and eat this and I'll be back with my final thoughts, and we're going to go down how much it costs and is Gousto worth it. This kit would have cost me $34.99 and I got a 30% discount of £10.49. Delivery is free, meaning that is £24.50. This means that each meal for 2 people would have cost £6.12. That's not too bad, but as it's only me, I get 2 meals out of this, so it cost me £3.06. Without the 30% discount, it costs $34.99. I don't know how much delivery is, just going to assume it's free, meaning that each meal for 2 people would have cost £8.74, but as it's going to be just for myself, it brings it down to £4.37, which is not too bad when you compare it against a high street baguette or a microwave meal or something of that ilk. That being said, this fish was tiny. And yeah, I'm going to eat it all up now. So this has actually cost me £6 for a meal, which still isn't too bad. Is it worth it for you? That is entirely your call. There's a lot to be said for not having to go out, go shopping, buy extras, get sucked into all the marketing and buy stuff you may not normally use. There is a huge practicality benefit for it. However, I would say if you've got a large family, and bearing in mind this is only a meal for two, your mileage might vary. If you've enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you've tried one of these kits or anything else. And I'm going to be back with another Gousto episode very, very soon. Thank you ever so much for watching. And if you feel slightly inclined, do click that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me.